All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tracey Walker here representing the Dream Team on this wonderful, wonderful day. And my whole goal in putting this together, whether you're watching, whether you're live with us here on the Zoom at this point in time, or whether you're tuning into this via Facebook or YouTube or some other social media platform, what I really want to do is take you through the process of placing a trade on your cell phone. Okay, placing a trade on your cell phone. I personally have an iPhone, so I'll be showing that more readily. But for those of you guys that have Android phones, we'll go through. I know we have a couple of people on here that also have Android phones, and so if we can have an expert Android trade placer help me out with the Android, we can show the Android with your physical device, okay? So we're gonna go through those two things first, okay? Like just the numbers and things of that sort. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to actually go into one of my favorite tools of all time to actually find the trades, okay? How many of you guys would actually like to be able to log in and find a trade without having to do a lot of research and analysis and things like this, right? So one of my favorite tools, it's called Levels. It's on the iMarkets Live platform. So we're gonna go into Levels and we're gonna see if we can find a trade that we can get into, okay? It's the real live market, so if we find something, we'll get in it. If we don't find anything, then we'll just not get in it, but we can probably still go through the process of placing a trade. And we're gonna do all this in demo, just so everybody is aware, okay? We're gonna do this in your demo account. I'm gonna do it in my demo account because I'll be showing this live as well. And I definitely want to be able to make sure that you guys walk away from this knowing how to place trades, okay? Because once you know how to place trades and the dynamic of how to use the scanner, the Levels app scanner, then your life is going to change, right? As it relates to trading. I just don't see why you can't trade and win and succeed, you know, to higher levels than where you are right now, okay? I just don't see it. I believe everybody here can win. So we're going to help you to get that done, all right? So Ramoni, if you can just keep me posted and let me know that the Facebook is still good, what I'll do is I'll come over here to my, what's this called? My iPhone. And I'm going to go into my account here. Let me flip over from my live account to the demo account. There we go. Okay, I've got $631 in my demo account. Whoop-dee-doo, okay? I think I started this demo account with like $50 or something like this, right? So, I mean, just so you guys are like, I play around in the demo, all right? And test different things, and I know what works and what doesn't. All right, so here you've got the phone here. Now, I wonder, hold on one second, guys. Let me see if I can even share my screen. I wonder if I can share my, my phone here. Let's see. iPhone, iPad for AirPlay. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, I got to plug it in first. Oh, no, it says I got to plug it in. Okay, hold on. No problemo. We have iPhone cords all around this house. Hold on, guys. Let me plug this in. And we'll be ready in just 2 seconds. All right. This will probably be the easier way to show how this whole thing works. Oh, wait. Is this thing saying install a plugin? Oh, Lord. I thought it meant like a plug-in, like I got to plug it in. Hold on. I didn't know I was going to need that, guys. I would have did that ahead of time. So just take a little break. And we'll be showing the screen here in just a second. Matter of fact, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, can you guys don't see my phone though, do you? You guys see something else. Hold on, let me stop sharing. All right, let me come back. Let me share iPhone. Oh, here we go. iPhone, iPad via cable. Let's try this. I've got it. All right, guys, hold on. I wish I could share Continue. I wish I could share both my screen and the phone at the same time, but we'll do the phone first, and then I think everything will be okay. Continue. To allow access, please respond on your iPhone. I did that. Okay, looks like it's getting ready to pop up. And let's see if it does. There we go. Can you guys see that? All right, perfect. All right, so this is what my iPhone looks like right here, okay? So if you guys have an iPhone, all right, down here at the bottom, you can see where it says, oh, let me use my phone itself. See down here at the bottom right-hand side, it says settings, right? It says settings. And up here, you would see your account information. You can see this is my Hugo's Way, my demo account, okay? My Hugo's Way demo account. Then over here to the left, you can see quotes. Let me tap on that. You can see your quotes. Yes, great, not now. And you can see all the different pairs that I have there loaded in quotes. You can see the charts, okay? Any of the pairs that we want are here, all right? You can see trades, right? This would be any current trades I have, and then history and all that good stuff. So first thing I want to make sure everybody knows how to do is you have your account connected to MT4. Does everybody have that? Is there anybody who does not have that, right? If you do not have your brokerage account attached to your MT4, you're going to have to come here to where it says new account. Okay, so when you're in your settings, we're on the settings tab, you would click on new account. And when you click on new account, if you already have selected a broker, whoever your broker is, it doesn't matter to me, you want to use log into an existing account, which is here, right? So log into an existing account. And then what you would do is you would type in the name of your broker up here in the search, okay? So let's say your broker was, Hugo's Way, for example. You would type in Hugo, and then you would have the options of a real and a demo, right? For this sake, we're doing demo. You would just select that, right? So if you selected, let me put on here. You select demo, then what you have to do, you have to put in the login, username, and password that Hugo's Way sent you via email, okay? I don't have that. There's nothing that we have to do with that. That's between you and your broker. All right, so you'll put that information there, and once you do that, then you would be good. If you have a different broker, let's just say you have, like you say I have Hugo's Way and Traders Way, let's just say you have Oanda, for example, right? You can see this here, all right? Then you would select whichever one you have. I don't use Oanda, so I don't know if it's, I guess practice would be demo, and then the lives. So they would probably tell you whether it's live 1, 2, or 3 or practice 1, 2, or 3, but you would choose one of those. And then you would put in the username and password for that, okay? And then you'll be connected. Simple as that, all right? That's the easiest thing. So now once you are connected and you're in your demo account, you're ready to go, okay? You're ready to go. So now what I wanna do is let's stop sharing this. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to share my screen and go into levels because we got to get a trade first, right? There's nothing to place in the phone unless we have a trade first. Is everybody with me so far? Does everybody have the part that I just went over? Is that done? Is that done? Okay. If that's not done, you're going to need to get that done. Okay. You cannot trade without being connected to your broker. You're not going to trade being connected to MetaTrader 4, right? MetaTrader 4 is not your broker. Or Meta Quotes or whatever this thing, that's not your broker. Your broker needs to be the broker. That it's not MetaTrader, Meta Quotes or whatever that random stuff is, okay? Great. So now what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and share the screen again here. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. And let's share, oops. Here we go. Okay, so now we are here. All right, so now we are here inside of our levels scanner. Okay, now this, like I said, this is one of my favorite tools to use because of the simplicity, especially for new people. Okay, especially for new people. For not so new people, it's amazing as well, but especially for new people, like there is no reason why you can't win your trades and be successful. All right, so essentially what you'll do is you'll log in. If you're not a part of iMarkets Live, you want to become a part of iMarkets Live, okay, because you need that to get access to this. If you're already a part of iMarkets Live, you'll want to upgrade or add on the levels scanner. It's an add-on, okay? It is not part of the basic platinum package, or if you have the elite, it's an elite, but if you just have platinum, you can just add it on for $21.95. Okay, you need this though. Like, you need this. No matter what you got going on, you need this. So anyway, you log in, and this is what the home screen looks like. Okay, with levels, it works with Forex, crypto, metals, which would include gold, silver, all that stuff. US 30 for you US 30 fanatics right now, and then they'll be adding some levels TV, some very specific trainings and live, almost like IML TV, but it'd be specific to levels, okay? And also there's the Levels Academy. Now, if you go into Levels Academy at the time of this video, what you will see here is a video that is like an overview of how to use levels by my trading coach, my personal trading coach, and who happens to be a master trader and IML educator, as well as the creator of this level scanner, Mr. Orrin Wright, okay, Coach Wright. And you gotta learn how to trade the right way, all right? And so he created this as a way to keep trading simple for the average person who doesn't know all of this extra stuff, okay? So you can watch that video if you want to. That works, it's fine, whatever. However, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go through here and we're gonna see if we can place a couple of trades and put them in our phones and make sure that you know how to do them. So let's just go ahead and go with Forex, okay? I'm gonna click on Forex, and it's going to pull up the Forex pairs that are based on this session. So you see this says London session. If I click on this down arrow, I've got Sydney, Asian, New York, and London. Well, right now, if you look at, if you think about the time frame that we're in right now, it's 12:34 Eastern Standard Time, all right? That means we're in the New York session, right? Everybody understand that? We're in the New York session. So for example, let's say you work 8 to 5 or 9 to 6 or whatever it is, and you get home and it's 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Okay, what you want to do is you want to come and take a look at the Sydney and the Asian sessions, right? Because those are the pairs that are more likely to have movement during that time, right? So right now we're in New York, so I'm going to click on New York session to see what's going on during the New York session. Now, if we look, we've got several pairs here that are in the New York session, and all we're looking for are these little squiggly zigzag lines. Right, these little squiggly zigzag lines. Any pair that has a squiggly line next to it means that it is a running trade. Okay, you see up here in the key, you can see the squiggly line equals running trade. Okay, so we're gonna look for those. All right, now once we look for those, let's just click on one. Let's say this is Euro GBP. Let's see, and everything is based on the hour chart. H1 stands for 1 hour, okay, the hourly chart. And you can see here, this is 60 minutes, right? This is the 60 minutes, which means hour, okay? Hugo's Way, these are Akinashi candles, all right? So if we're looking here, Euro GBP, you guys can see there is no data. There's no data, which means don't worry about that trade, okay? NZD USD. Now we've got data. How do I know we've got data? Because I see a red line, horizontal. I see, in other words, I see a stop loss line. I see a take profit line that's green. And I see several white horizontal lines that are limit lines. Now let me explain to you what a limit line is. And this is very important as it relates to placing your trades, because sometimes people say, oh, I tried to place a trade, but it wouldn't let me place a trade. Okay, let me explain to you what a buy limit is. All right. So this date says 426. This date says 430. This date says 5/1. Okay, so this would be more of an active trade at this point in time. Okay, but let's deal with this 5/1 because 5/1 is the most recent. When you come into the level scanner, guys, you have to use your brain a little bit. Today is May the 2nd, right? Which means you're not going to pay attention to a trade on April the 26th when there's also a trade April the 30th, which is also a trade May the 1st. You want to pay attention to the most recent day, to the day that you're in right now. Okay, don't go into these old trades. Focus on the most recent trade. So the most recent trade is 5/1. Okay, it says sell limit. So A, we know we're going to sell. That's first. Okay, but what limit means? What limit means is that price represented by these candles, right? These are Akinashi. In fact, let me go over to just regular Japanese candles for a second, okay? Because it makes it really, really simple and easy to see it from this standpoint. Can you guys see this really good here? These candles, are they big enough? Okay. So sell limit, that means, well, let me do this first. Let me do this first. This vertical line, this white vertical line is like a wall. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for this line right here to show up because this is our signal. Okay, this is our signal. Remember we were on Euro GBP and I said we don't have anything, right? Why don't we have anything? Because we don't have a signal. NZD USD, we have a signal, our most recent white line, which is right here. Okay, up and down vertical white line. That's our signal. That lets us know that this candle that it's touching, this green candle, is the candle that's letting us know that we're getting ready to go into a sell movement. Okay, that's what this is designating. So now, if you saw this, for example, and none of these candles were here, for example, let's say none of these, hold on, let me get a rectangle. Let's just say you came in here and everything inside this blue box had not happened yet, right? Remember, this trade is a day old already, okay? So this is why all these candles are here. But let's say you came in this trade, you saw this signal, you saw this vertical white line, and you only had 1, 2, 3 candles right here, right? You saw this candle right here. What you could do, as long as price is below the sell limit, you could actually put in this trade order ahead of time. Okay, you could put it in. As long as price is underneath this sell line, you can put in an order to sell. If this were a buy limit, price would need to be above the buy line in order to put in an order to buy. That's the only way you're going to be able to place a trade. If you try to place a trade, let's just say you came in and you saw price and it was here. Everything in this blue box didn't exist, but you see this little green, this little doji candle, like a little cross. Let's say you came into that little cross right there and you tried to place a sell limit. MetaTrader 4 is not going to let you place a sell limit because of what the sheer nature of a limit order is. Okay, now I'm not going to go into all of the details about what the sell limit order is, other than the fact that you want price to basically be already below the line. It means price is going to come up, touch the line, right? Or at least get in the area of the line, the zone of the line, and it's going to go back down. So in other words, price is below the line, it's going to go up to the line, and it's going to reverse and go back down. That's what a limit order is. Limit means it's already below. It's going to go up to touch it. It's going to come back down for your take profit. Okay. If it were a buy, it would be the reverse, meaning that price would need to be on top. Price would be on top. It would come down to the line, and then it would reverse and pivot and go back up. It would like create a V. right? So price is already up. It comes down to the line. It turns around and goes back up. With the sell, it creates like a upside down, like a peak, right? A peak of a mountain. It's already below. It comes up to the line. It turns around and goes back down. So if this says sell limit and price is above the line, you will not be able to put in the order. So what that means is you have to wait until price goes below the line. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? You have to wait until price goes below the line. So let's just say you came in, like I said, and everything in the blue box didn't exist. You only see these green candles right here. And you look at this and you say, oh man, it's a sell limit. I've got to wait until price goes below the line. Well, here's the good news. The good news is that you do not have to stare at your chart or you do not have to stare at your phone. All you really need to do is set an alert. Everybody with me? This is about making your life easy. So you see this price over here for this sell limit, 66320. Everybody see that? 0.66320. If price were above that line, guess what you would do? You would go into a little app, and I'll even show you the app on my phone, okay? You can grab it. It's a free app. You go into an app, and you actually set your app to give you an alert when price crosses that line. Simple, right? Simple. You see this trade setting up. You know it's a sell, but price is above the line. If price is above the line, you can't set the trade up yet in your phone. You've got to wait. So then you would go over to an app. I like to use Call Levels a lot because it's a free app. But you go over to Call Levels and you would put in an alert for NZD/USD to go off, give you a sound on your phone when this price starts to cross this 66320 area. So when now your phone goes off, when your phone goes off, what you would do is you would come back over here and then you would set your trade up. Everybody understand? When your alarm goes off, when your alert goes off, now you can set a sell limit because price would be below the line. Okay, it would be below the line. So now let me stop sharing for just 1 second. Oh, let me stop sharing for just 1 second. Hold on. Where's my share thing? Here we go. Stop sharing and let me see your faces. Does everybody understand what I'm saying so far? I want to know because I don't want to keep going step by step and then you're lost from 5 steps ago, right? That's not going to help anybody here. So you understand what I'm saying, that if it's a sell limit, you're going to have to wait until price is below the line. And then you can put the trade in your phone, set it and forget it. Okay. If it's a buy limit, you have to wait until price is above the line. Then you can set it and forget it and go live your life. If price is above the line on a sell limit, you have to set an alert so that you can be notified that price has now crossed that threshold. And now it's time to go ahead and place the order. Okay. So let me do this. Let me go on here and let me start sharing my phone again. Okay, so this is my I have folders on my phone for trading, okay? So here's my MT4, my iMarkets Live, Telegram, FX Book is what I use for my news mainly. And I look at Bloomberg, I look at FX Street as well, but FX Book is my main one, okay? Forex Alerts is the main tool that I use at this point, but Forex Alerts is a paid app. I think it's like $3 or $4. but that's it. You can get Forex alerts if you want to, but to make things simple, call levels is a free one right here, okay? That's what it looks like. You can download it from your app store, whether you're Android, whatever that market is, or App Store, iTunes, okay? So I'm gonna click on call levels. And when I click on call levels, it's asking me, hey, what do you wanna track today? So what I'm gonna do is down here, this little plus button, right? I'm gonna hit the plus button. And I know that I wanna look at Forex pairs, right? So I'm gonna tap on Forex, and it's gonna ask me what pair do I want? And this is NZD USD. So I'm gonna tap over here, and I'm gonna scroll down to NZD. And now I have NZD USD. If I needed to change this side, I could very easily change this side too, but I didn't need to. It was already there for me. So I've got NZD USD. I'm gonna tap on next. Okay, now it says price. This is gonna give you the current price of NZD USD, all right? So I'm gonna tap on here for the sake of it, and our price says 66320. Now, technically, we are already below that price. Everybody understand that? So we're not gonna get an alert, but if this price was above 66320, I would just, I can still put it in 66320. I put that in, and then I can add a little note, right? And it says, remind me to do what? I can choose one of these things that are here that's listed, and I could put in here, remind to place, sell, limit, order, right? From levels. You can put that in. So when it goes off in your phone, you might be busy and you look and you say, oh, yes, I need to place my sell limit order for levels, right? So then I'm going to tap on set level. And that's it. Now you can see what it is. Okay, so now if I go back to my home screen, let me take this out because I don't need this. You can see it says NZD USD, okay? The current price is 6622, right, just now, but if I tap on it, I have a level set for 66320. It's not putting in the pipette. You guys know, right? The fourth number is the pip, the fifth number is the pipette. It's not, we don't care about the pipette, okay? It's 6632. And when price hits 6632, I'm gonna get an alert on my phone. Simple as that, all right? Does everybody understand how you can leverage call levels? Okay, this is about living your life. This is not about staring at your chart. If anybody is making you think you have to do that, you don't. We just need to find the right people with the right tools and can guide you in the right direction, okay? So A, we're clear on levels. B, we're clear, everybody clear on buy limits and sell limits. Okay, levels is only going to give you buy limits and sell limits. Joshua, the Levels app does not use fibs from this standpoint. You can use fibs if you want to, but I need you to understand this app was created for beginners, Joshua. The beginners don't need to be worrying about fibs. You understand what I'm saying? They don't need to be worried about that, okay? Levels is built off of Rankos, the Ranko system, okay? We may have time to talk about that a little bit later. We may not. I don't want to get into that at this point in time because it's kind of irrelevant, right? All I want you to be able to do is log into your Levels app. I want you to be able to see your signal line, and I want you to be able to see whether it's a buy limit or a sell limit. When you see those things, you got to tell yourself, if it's a sell limit, if prices below, I can set my sell limit trade and set it and forget it. If it's a buy limit, I can set my buy limit trade, set it and forget it. If it's a sell limit and price is above, I have to wait. I got to put in a call level order to let me know, to alert me when price goes below the line. Then I can go in, set my trade up, set it and forget it. Same thing reverse on buy limit, okay? So that's easy. Everybody, have I spoken rocket science, Russian, Polish? Have I spoken a language yet that is just completely blowing your mind where you're like, I don't understand what this woman is talking about? Is everybody with me? I mean, my 4-year-old can do this. Okay? My 4-year-old can do this. All right. So let's go back to levels at this point. Share. All right, here we go. So now we're here. Let me scroll over. All right. So now let me move my blue little square here because we don't need that. So let's say when this signal came out, right, on May the 1st, which was yesterday, based on the timing of when we're doing this overview, price was down here. You would be in at a great time, right? Because why? Your trade has not been triggered yet. Your trade is not going to get triggered until it hits 66320, right? So what you would do in this case, okay, now you can see it's below now, so it'll let me put in a sale limit just for the sake of it. So we're going to do it, okay? We're going to do it. So what I want everybody to do is I want you to look at this, okay, and I want you to write it down on a piece of paper because I'm going to need to flip back to my phone to show you how to enter this trade, okay? So everybody can see there's multiple different lines here. Okay, there's multiple, so let's take our time and let's go through these lines so that you understand which lines are pertaining to you. So we're looking at a sale limit at May 1st, okay? Now, each of the take profits and the stop losses for levels trade are gonna be 50 pips. A 50 pip take profit and a 50 pip stop loss. That's by default. Everybody understand me? It's by default a 50 pip take profit and a 50 pip stop loss. Okay? So if you look, this is our bottom. Say you can see we have a buy limit up here. If we had a buy limit, our take profit would be where in comparison to the line that we're going to buy at? Would the take profit be above the buy limit or below the buy limit? Somebody unmute and answer. If we were buying, would our take profit be above this buy limit or below the buy limit?
Above.
Above.
Above. Thank you very much for somebody. Woo, hallelujah. Y'all scaring me. This is, yes, it will be above, which means that we're not even concerned with this take profit because we're looking for a sale. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? This take profit is related to this buy limit, okay? Which also means that the very first stop loss would also be related to this buy limit. We're buying, we would buy up and take our profit. If we were buying up and price went reverse, we would come down and hit our stop loss. So we're not worried about this red line and we're not worried about this green line up here. Okay, so the next line is this sale limit, 430. It's the middle line. So if we're selling, we're going down in price. So now we would sell down to where? The next take profit. This is the first take profit. This is the first sale. Everybody understand what I'm saying? You can see it's the first take profit. It's the first sale, 50 pips. If you're confused or not sure, measure it. You can use this little measure right here. Sale limit line, take the line down and go 50 pips. If you go down 50 pips, that is the take profit for that particular sale limit, all right? But let's keep in mind, we're not taking a sale limit order at this moment from 430. Okay, at this moment, we're not taking it for 430. We're taking it at 5-1. Okay, so that means that the sale limit take profit for this line would be down here. Okay, we measure sale limit, boom, 50 pips. Okay, so write this number down. Write down this white line number. The sale limit is 6632. Okay, your pair is NZD/USD. Your pair is NZD/USD. You're going to do a sale limit at 0.6632. You're going to do a take profit at 0.6582. Okay, and then you're going to do a 50 pip stop loss, which would be this line right here, this bottom line, because we have the lowest sale limit, so this would be the lowest stop loss. All right, you want to be sure, just measure, guys. It's not a big deal. Just measure. That's your stop loss. Okay, so your stop loss is 0.6682. So you should have 3 numbers written down and a pair. The pair is NZD/USD. The sale limit is 66320. The take profit is 65820. And the stop loss is 66820. This is an example. Okay, this is not a live trade that we're getting into. It's an example. Everybody with me? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So let's come back over here. Let's come back over here to my phone. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our MetaTrader 4. All right, and what are we going to do? We're going to find NZD/USD. So as you can see, it's right here, right? NZD/USD, you can see the numbers are moving. The market is live, it's open. So I'm going to tap on NZD/USD and I'm going to do trade. Now up here at the top where it says market execution, we're not going to market execute. We're going to do a sell limit. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? This is for iPhones. Okay, you guys that have Androids, is going to look slightly different. I'll see if somebody on the Zoom can come out and we show it on the Android, but iPhone people, this is, you just tap on where it says market execution and you're going to come down, you're going to select sell limit. Okay, I'll just leave this at 0.01. It's perfectly fine. Like, it doesn't really matter. Okay, at this point, we're just trying to prove how, or show how to place the trade. Okay, everybody should know though, 0.01 is 10 cents, right? Then 0.1 would be $1. That's $1. Okay, 1.0, oops, that's $10. Everybody understand that? Okay, if you don't understand that, you got to get in your education and go over lot sizes. All right, so for the sake of this, let's just do 0.01. Oops, not 9.01. 0.01. It's 10 cents. Okay, and we're going to have a sale limit. So price, I'm going to type in the price for the sale limit, 66320. 66320. Okay, if you type in a number, for example, if the price were above where this is right now, look, see that blue line where it says, see how it's gray right now, where it says place? Right here, it says place, it's gray. It's gray because this number does not make any sense in terms of the trade. So if you have a grayed out place, it won't let you place the trades because you can't. Something's not right with the numbers that you're putting in. There's nothing wrong with the trade. There's nothing wrong with the market. Nothing wrong with the phone. There's nothing wrong with anything. Anything that would be wrong is that you're trying to put in a price that doesn't meet a sale limit order parameter. Okay, so we're going to keep putting the number. You'll see that the place button will turn blue once it makes sense. So 663. See, it picked us as okay, that makes sense. You're below that price now, right? So 66320. That's going to be my price. My stop loss is going to be the 66820, right? So stop loss 66820. And my take profit is going to be 65820. 65820. And I'm going to hit place. And the order is placed. That's it. That's it. Now, what I would do in this case, right, is you've got your call level set, or now that you have your trade placed, Now what you would want to do is go back into call levels, and you would want to set an alert for take profit and stop loss. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? So then that way, when you're moving around throughout your day, if call levels goes off again, you've either hit your take profit or you've hit your stop loss. Am I clear? So let's do that. Let's go back into call levels, right? Now let's just say we already triggered our order. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Well, I'm going to create another one first on the same pair. So NZD USD. So I'm going to do it for take profit. So take profit is 65820, right? 65820. 65820 is my take profit. I'm going to add a note, and I'm just going to select a pre-written note that says take profit. I'm going to put hit. I like to put take profit hit, right? I'm going to set the level. That's it. Okay. Then I'm going to come in here. I'm going to create another. I'm just going to tap on those three dots. Tap on the three dots, press and hold on the three dots. Okay. Tap the three dots. I'm going to create another. Now I'm going to put in the stop loss number, right? So the stop loss number is 66820. Price 66820. I'm going to add a note, and I'm going to hit stop loss hit, right? I'm going to hit set level, and now we're done. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, because technically in our little example, we've already hit our sale limit. We've already placed our sale limit order, right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to delete my sale limit order. So now I only have a stop loss and a take profit set inside of my call levels, right? And guys, you're done. Now, if you're making trading more difficult than what I just went through, you gotta stop it. Stop it. You understand what I'm saying? This is how simple this app is. Do you have to do a little bit of thinking? Yes. You got to make sure price is in the right place before you set your order. You do have to do that. Okay. You are responsible for putting in the right number in the right location on your phone. You guys understand that? Like if you put the stop loss in the take profit and then the price hits your stop loss, that's not the app's fault. That's not the trading's fault. That's not the market being mean to you. That's you're not paying attention to detail. I want you to think about this. This is your money. It's like this. You're at work. You expect a paycheck on Friday. You know how much you're supposed to get in your paycheck on Friday. If you receive your paycheck and your paycheck is short, but you don't say anything about that, whose fault is it ultimately? Ultimately. I need to hear voices. Whose fault is it ultimately?
Yours.
Yours.
Yours. Okay? You got to accept responsibility. However, if you catch the error, oh my goodness, my check is short $100, and you go to HR or you go to whatever department is responsible for that, your expectation is that they correct it, isn't it? So it's your money. The same way you're paying attention to that paycheck, you need to be paying attention to this paycheck. It's really simple. If you're not going to pay attention to your money, then you're going to mismanage your money. And that has nothing to do with Forex. That has nothing to do with iMarkets Live. There's nothing to do with having a sponsor or a coach or any of that. It's you're not putting the numbers in the right place because you're not paying attention to the detail. Okay? Now, what I want to do is I want to see if we have any questions up to this point. And I'm going to share some tweaks that you're going to want to make in this process. Okay? I want to go over the process overall, but then I'm going to give you some tweaks that you want to make in this process to optimize your wins. Is that okay, everybody? Can I help you to optimize your wins? Okay. All right. Are there any questions about what we've gone over? If so, please just unmute and ask the question. Let me see if I got something in the chat. Okay, perfect. English. Sadia says, yes, take profit and limit lines connect to the corresponding breakout line. Correct. So in other words, that vertical line that I shared with you guys, that's your signal line. The corresponding stop loss, sell limit or buy limit line, and take profit lines, they are connected to that particular vertical line. Let me come back in and show you this really fast. This is important. This is important. Okay. So now let's look. You got to pay attention, guys. Okay. You got to pay attention. You see this vertical line right here, right? This vertical line has a red line connected right to it, doesn't it? This vertical line also has a red line going through it to another vertical line. You always want to make sure that the red line, the green line, and your white line intersect your vertical line. Not cross through it, not do any of that, okay? Because this line, this vertical line, this is the stop loss associated with this. This is the sell limit line associated with this. And this is the take profit line associated with this. Does everybody see that with your eyes? With your eyes, just use your eyes. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this. Use your eyes. You can see vertical line, green line intersect, white line intersect, red line intersect. And the reason why the Levels app has multiple trades is because the market is always moving, guys. Okay. And if the software picks up the opportunity for another trade, it's going to give you the opportunity for another trade. But it is your responsibility to make sure you're putting in the right numbers based on the trades. Okay. It's the software is not going to not give multiple trades because you can't figure out which one. I'm showing you which one. This white line intersects with this stop loss, this sell limit line, and this green take profit line, which is why I said write it down for some of you, right? Write it down. Just write it down. Now we got another vertical line. Vertical line, what red line intersects with it? This one, 66820. What sell limit intersects? This one, 66320. What take profit intersects? This one, 65820. Okay? And then you can measure, but I'm just telling you, every take profit and every stop loss is going to be 50 pips from your entry point. Your entry point is your sell limit or your buy limit price. Okay? Now let me come back and get back to this. Any questions, ladies and gents? Ramoni, are we still good on Facebook?
Hey, Ms. Tracey.
Okay, yes, sir.
I've been on a couple of videos with Ord talking about the take profit and stuff, and he's saying that it'll normally give you like 25 to 30 pips. Could we tell when the market is going to give us the full 50 pip take profit or the 25 pip take profit or pips that the market give us at that time? Could we tell by the education that we pick up from IML, or how would that go?
Okay, good question, because that's what I'm getting ready to lead into about making the tweaks. You've been paying attention.
Okay.
You've been that's what I like to hear, brother. You've been paying attention. Okay?
That's right.
So let me get into that. I just want to make sure everybody at least knows how to put it in your phone, identify your entry point, your stop loss, your take profit, and set your alerts. Everybody's good on that, right? All right. So now this is what Leo is talking about. What happens in the market is if you've watched the market at any point in time, you know that the market will sometimes go down, like going towards your 50 pips, right? You're excited. Woohoo! We're about to hit take profit. And what does it do? Turns around, goes back up, misses your take profit, and now you're either break even or negative. Has that ever happened to anybody who's been trading before? Right? Okay. So what we're saying in this software is that the ideal scenario is the 50 pips. So that's why the preset numbers are at 50 pips, stop loss, take profit. But what we know based on just the way that the market generally moves, especially with certain pairs, like to answer Leo's question, could you do other analysis, Leo, to identify if it's going to go 50 pips? Yes, you could. Yes, you most certainly could. Our brother Joshua was asking, could we use fibs? You could use fibs. You can draw trend lines. You can do support resistance. You can do whatever you want to do and ultimately decide whether you believe it's going to go full 50 pips. But to keep it simple, how many of y'all like simple? To keep it simple, although the scanner is giving you a take profit reading of 50 pips, the market is usually only going to give you 25 to 30 pips before it turns around and does something else. It may still come back around eventually and hit the 50 pips, but it's at that point, it's time versus money, right? Do you want to be in the trade, hit 30 pips, not take profit, come back down, go negative, a whole nother 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, turn around, come back up, and then finally hit 50 pips just for the sake of hitting 50 pips? Right? Or would you rather just take the 30 pips the first time it hit 30 pips, grab your money and move along? You guys understand what I'm saying? So for the sake of your time, you don't want to work overtime for no reason, do you? You go to work. If there's no reason for you to work overtime, why would you sit at the job for 12 hours when your shift is 8? What's the reason? There's no reason. Unless you're going to make a significant amount of money, right? Like you might say, oh, look, no, they're going to give me 5 times my normal salary, my normal wage rate for every hour I work overtime. Okay, well, if you're going to make 5 times, you might decide to sit there an extra 4 to 5 hours. You're not going to make that here, right? The difference between 20 pips and 30, between 30 pips and 50 pips is 20 pips, okay? 20 pip difference times your 10 cents is $2. Everybody with me? How many of y'all gonna sit in this trade for 17 more hours for $2? Does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. Just get your $3 and get out versus trying to get $5. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand that greed will cause you to lose when you otherwise could have won. Okay? So the market is usually going to go about 25, 30 pips before it does a reversal. It's move around and it may come back up to the 50, but who cares? We're going to take our 30 at the beginning, right? So now we need to make some adjustments, ladies and gentlemen. We need to make some adjustments, all right? Let me come back to our example here. All right. Move this over. All right. So in our example, everybody can see that our trade got triggered when price moved up, and hit our sell limit line. It hit our sell limit line and you went negative a little bit, not much. This is nothing, okay? Nothing. And then price started to move in our direction. Okay, now as you can see, here's our take profit down here. Hold on. Oh, let me do this. Let me just put some X's here so you guys can see this real good. Hold on. Here it is. Let me make this, I'll make it yellow for the sake. Okay, so we've got a take profit right here. We've got a, oops. Whoopsie, hold on, guys. Okay, hold on. Let's clone this again. There we go. We've got our entry right here. Let's clone this again. And we've got our, hold on. We've got our stop loss right here, okay? Everybody see that? Those are our levels right there, okay? So we came in, our trade got triggered right in here. Our take profit is way down here. So let's calculate 30 pips from our sale limit to see where 30 pips would be. So you could come back here, get your measuring tool, put it on your line, and go down 30 pips, right? Even if you did 25, but let's say you went 30 pips. So 30 pips will be at 66021. 66021. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get me a line. I'm going to make it yellow. And I'm going to put it at 66021. I just double click on this line. It pulls up these coordinates. And I can type it in here. 66021. I just happen to place it in the right spot. 66021. Okay. You can just type it in there. And hit OK. All right. So this is where I'm going to take profit, even though the software is telling me to take profit down here. I'm going to get my bag and run. Everybody understand? I'm going to get my bag and I'm going to run. Okay. So here's 30 pips right there. Let's put a line at 25 pips so you can see a range. This is where you get to choose your money. Okay. So 25 pips would be like right around here. That's what? 66071. 66071. Okay, so you guys can see that price almost hit the 25 pip level. It didn't hit it. It was close, right? It was close. It didn't hit the 25 pip level, right? And you got 25 to 30. So anywhere in this zone, ladies and gentlemen, anywhere in this zone, this is where you can take your money. Oops. Hey, oops. Anywhere in that zone, you can take your money. Whether you want to do 25, that's fine. You want to do 26, you want to do 27, 28, 29, 30, whatever. But this is your ideal area to take your profit. This is your ideal area to take your profit. So now what we would want to do is, now that we've made this adjustment, what we would want to do is we want to go into our, let me share my phone, okay? What we would want to do is we want to go into our phone at this point. Okay, the 30 pip number, you guys can write this down just for the sake of it. The 30 pip price is 66020. 66020. I mean, 66021. Sorry, that's the pip at anyway. 6602. Okay. So now we're going to come back into our MetaTrader, our app, and you're going to modify your order. Some of you guys don't know how to modify your order, how to change stuff. Okay. Once you set this trade, I can press and hold just right there on the NZ, just inside of this white space in here. Can you guys see my mouse on there? Right inside of this white space, just take your thumb, press and hold. And that's how that pops up. And we're going to choose modify. We have an existing trade that we're going to modify. So I'm going to click on modify. And what am I going to modify? I'm going to modify to take profit, right? So I don't want to be a 50 pip take profit. I want it to be a 30 pip take profit. So now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to backspace and I'm going to go down to 66020. 66020. I keep saying oh, but one. It's one. 66021. And I'm going to choose the blue modify. That's it. Right? Now, if I were to press, just not press and hold, but just press, just tap in there, you can see your order right here. I'm getting in at 66320. My take profit is 66020. And my stop loss is 66820. Everybody with me? The trade is set. You can go in here. You can find trades that, you know, are relative to the time that you've allocated. Like, you've got to allocate some time to this. Let me stop sharing. You've got to allocate some time. It's like a part-time job. Like, are you going to give an hour a day to this? 2 hours a day to this? Like, what are you going to do? It's not Vegas. You're not going to come in here and just randomly do stuff. Like, you got to pay attention a little bit. By right, you should want to. It's like your financial freedom on the line. It's like your kid's legacy on the line. Like, are you willing to put 2 hours into this to change your life? I mean, you got to make that decision. So you come in here, you find the trade based on your time, based on the session, the time of day that you're in. You look for the date, you put your trade in, you set your trade, and you go on about your life. Now, if you got 30 pips a day, okay, you got 30 pips a day, and let's just say that you found 2 trades. Now, here's what I recommend, okay, especially newer people getting going, getting rocking. You got to keep this simple. Stop trying to do what the professionals are doing. In other words, you know good and well you don't play in the NBA, okay? When you go play basketball, you're not doing alley-oops and no-look passes and all that stuff. You're not doing that when you go to the gym to play basketball for exercise. You're not doing that. You're just playing a pickup game of basketball. You guys understand what I'm saying? You're not doing all of that. Likewise, don't come in here trying to do all this fancy stuff. Oh, I'm going to get 5 trades. I'm going to do 20 pips on each trade. I'm going to get 100 pips today. Like, chill out. Chill out. You only need 30 pips a day to change your life. I want you to first understand that. Think about this. Those of you that have an account, let's say $1,500 or more, starting off, you could do standard lots. In other words, $10 per pip. Okay. If you have an account size, a live account that's less than 1,500, I wouldn't do a standard lot because it's just too much risk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really it's risk there as well at 1,500. But if you're only just doing 1 trade a day, you know, you could be okay. All right. So just think about this for a second. You got a $1,500 account. You put in a standard lot on a trade like that, you go 30 pips. Somebody do the math. $10 times 30 pips is how much money? I need to hear y'all.
$300.
$300. Now, how many of y'all are making $300 a day part-time while you doing other stuff in your life? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? You don't need 100 pips. Why are you trying to take every trade that comes out on the planet? You got to focus. I don't care what Swipe Trades is doing, for example. I don't care what Gold Cup is doing. I don't care what US 30 is doing. I don't care what Harmonic Scanner is doing or Bounce Back is doing. They're all great tools. And if you're using them, great. All I'm saying is pick your poison. Okay, for the sake of better words. Pick whatever one you're going to focus on. In this example, we're doing level. I think it's just the easiest thing to do. Okay, I mean, all you got to do is pick the numbers, see a running trade, find the corresponding vertical line with the horizontal lines and put the numbers in and adjust for 30 pips. 30 pips a day at 1 trade at a standard lot, guys, 5 days out the week, that's $1,500. Please tell me why you killing yourself to get 500 pips and 700 pips and 3,000 pips just because somebody else is doing that. You're going to go broke trying, you know how to say keeping up with the Joneses? You're going to go broke trying to keep up with other people who have account sizes that you don't know about. People's accounts that are in multiple 6 figures, right? $250,000 account, and they're in 5 trades. If they lost all of those trades, guess what? They still in the game. You don't know what their account size is. So you're just trying to get in all 5 trades because they said they in all 5 trades and your account only $1,000, $500, and now you lose all 5 trades. You want to quit the whole learning process. This is about money management. It's not really about trading. It's about money management. Okay? So you do one trade a day. You use the Levels app. You find you a trade that makes sense to you. Now, as you guys saw, there were multiple trades to choose from, right? You can choose whichever pair you want to choose. There's nothing that says you got to choose NZD USD. Personally, I don't like NZD pairs. That's me. That's Tracey, because they consolidate too much for me. So I don't want to be in NZD pairs. So personally, I would have saw NZD USD and I would have skipped it. You, on the other hand, might have got in it. That's fine. It's a running trade. Use it as long as it fits the parameters and you get in where it has not been triggered yet. Do not get into trades that have already been triggered. Do you understand what I'm saying? In other words, if the price is below, it's a sell limit, and price is below, and it has never touched the sell limit line yet, that's a fresh trade. That's a fresh trade. Vice versa. If it's a buy limit, price is above, and it has not come down and touched the buy limit line yet, that's a fresh trade. If you open up a scan and price and a sell limit has already it has already triggered your entry price, for the sake of your sanity, just go to another pair, guys. Don't worry. Don't inbox all over the world. Is it too late to get in? Too late to get in? Is it too late to get in? Just find another pair, because it depends. There's so many different things that it depends on. Your ability to identify whether it's too late to get in, you might not have developed that just yet. You're new. Don't worry about it. Just find one that hasn't been triggered. You go to the grocery store and you see a bag of apples. You want the apples that don't have any bites taken out of it, don't you? Do you want to go to the grocery store and buy a bag of apples with some bites taken out of those apples? No. You would put that bag right back down. You wouldn't say, well, you think this apple is still okay? Well, it's just a little bitty bite mark. Well, maybe if I just rinsed it out. Like, you don't do that in any aspect of your life. But over here, your greed will almost have you eating pre-bitten apples. That's nasty. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's nasty. It's nasty physically. It's nasty financially too. Find trades that are fresh apples. Do you guys understand my analogy? It has not been bitten yet. If it's been bitten, move along to the next bag of apples. That's the easiest way to do this. If you want to play that it's already been bitten game, please don't inbox your sponsor. If I'm your sponsor or anybody, don't do that to me, because I'm not going to entertain it. Okay? If it's a bit apple, I'm not putting my lips on no bit apple. Therefore, I'm not putting my money on a already triggered trade unless you know how to analyze that properly. And if you do not, don't try to do all of that. Just keep it simple. Build your account up. There's tons of other trades on that list that probably are not even, triggered, that you can get your 30 pips every single day. How many of you guys believe that 30 pips a day, if you allow yourself to build your account up, can change your life? How many of you understand that? It's focus. It's having a goal. Your goal is 30 pips. The scanner is going to default give you 50, and you're going to take 30. Do you understand that? You're going to take less than what the scanner gives you because it's to your betterment to take 30 versus wait for 50, because that's overtime, not enough money for overtime. Comprende? Okay? Now, let's go back in here. Okay, let me do this. Any questions, guys? Nope, looks like everybody's good. Just y'all laughing at my little apple. Very powerful analogy. Okay, good. It's helped you a lot, Andrew. Awesome. Addison, got it. 30 pip daily. Claudine, yes. Okay, fabulous. Now, let's come back over here. And let's look at this app. Now, let's see if we can find something real life. How about that? Okay, everybody understood our example. Let's see if we can find something real life. Okay, so we're still New York session. Yes, we are. All right, let's see. What's Euro USD? And all I'm looking for are the dates, right? Today is what, 5/2? Looking for 5/2. Okay, nothing here for 5/2. GU. Buy limit 426, Euro CHF. This is a sell limit 5-1. We already hit, drop through, okay. USD CHF. Okay. Now, 5-1 at 702. Now let's look at this for a second. This is a buy limit that came in at 5-1, 533. Oh, this one was later. Okay. So now, guys, look at this. This might be a trade you can take. We can take. Okay. Why? Because I'm looking at, I see this line, okay, now let me just share this with you because I forgot to tell you guys this earlier. Do you see the different shaded colors? See how this line is a thick white line? And you see how this white line is like a thin white line? Do you guys see that? This is a thick white line. This is a thin white line. You can see the difference in the width and the darkness, okay? The thicker white line already, that means that the trade has already been triggered, right? So if it's a thick white line, the trade has already been triggered. If it's a thin white line, the trade has not been triggered, means fresh trade. Fresh trade. Y'all with me? So just even visually with your eyes, you want to look at your date, right? Which is the most recent, right? The most recent would it really be this one down here, this 533, because this one was at 7 a.m. This one was at 5 p.m. on yesterday. I can also see that this trade was triggered. And look, let's just analyze it for a second. The trade at 7 a.m., as you guys can see, let me put the numbers back. Let me put my little yellow X's back in for everybody. And we'll go through this and then we'll get in this trade because this is a trade we can get into and we'll monitor it, okay? So we've got here, that's our stop loss. Here is our entry. And here's our take profit on this vertical line. It's a thick white line, so the trade has already been triggered. Now, if you look at this, you see that this price came and it closed below the sell limit, which meant that at any point in time up until here, you could have put this trade in. All right, sell limit. So now you got a sell limit line right here. Let's just measure how far did this trade go. Here's 25 pips right here. And here's 30 pips, like easily 30 pips is right here. Let's see. 01378. 01378. That's 30 pips. Now, does that look, I mean, look at that. Do you guys see how this is sitting right on this line right here? It's a support level. Do you guys see that? It's sitting right on that 30 pip level. Now, did this candle come down here and wick? Yeah, but did it touch your take profit? No. No. You would have gave up all this $300 trying to get $500 that you never got and then turned around and went negative, no dollars. Does that make good financial sense? Right? Just take the 30 pips. You had multiple opportunities to look how the market gave you multiple chances to get your ass up out this trade, right? Look, you came down. Oh, nope, you didn't get out. It turned around and went up. It came back down again. It went down and then it went up. So it gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 chances to get your bag. So when you don't get out, guess who don't feel sorry? The market. The market gave you 4 chances to get your bag and run, but your greed, Lord have mercy, your greed would have kept you in this trade because you're not listening to what we're saying. Adjust for 30 pips. The reason why the scanner is putting it at 50 versus 30, because when he puts it at 30 pips, the stop loss also gets set at 30 pips. And in a lot of cases, when we're testing this software, the software was kicking us out the trade at 30 pips and then turning around and hitting our take profit. In other words, we weren't giving ourselves enough space to let the trade breathe. You guys understand what I'm saying? So if you put your stop loss at 30 pips, you could get hit and taken out of the trade just from movement. And then it really turns around and goes in your direction. So this is why we're going to get out at 30 pips, but we're going to keep our parameters at 50. Okay. So now this trade yesterday hit 30 pips. Let's say you just followed USD CHF. That's the only pair you was going to watch. I mean, imagine that. Imagine just watching one pair every day, and whenever a new scan come out from that pair, you get in on that pair. Like, that could be an easy strategy for you to use, right? Just follow one pair. So anyway, we did that. That one happened yesterday. Okay, great. So now we have this new trade that's out. Thin line. And it's a what? It's telling us to buy now. It's telling us to buy now. So what does that mean? That means that as long as price is above our buy limit, we can put in a buy limit, can't we? So everybody, let's go ahead and let's do that. Okay, y'all ready? This is gonna put in the trade. Now this is not an example. This is you can put it in your demo, but it's still a trade that it's an active trade on levels that you can see and put in yourself. Okay, and just watch it. Let's put it in. Okay. Oh, before I share, let me make sure everybody can write down the parameters of this first. Okay, let's write down the parameters of the trade because you won't be able to see it when I do this. Okay. So you got a buy limit 1.01600. For those of you guys that are watching this live, I mean, you're getting a little freebie. If you're watching this past today's date, I suggest you do not enter this trade because if the time has passed. Enter buy limit 1.01600. Okay. Matter of fact, let me just do this. Here's our line. Okay, let's do this. Here's our line. And let's do let's do this. And here's our line. Okay. Our take profit, our initial take profit. Now, you guys got to get in the habit of doing some things, right? You can, now that you know how to adjust, I wouldn't even really put in this 50 pip take profit to begin with. I would just measure 30 pips and put that in to begin with, right? So what I would do is I would come here. I would say buy limit. I'm going to come up to about 30 pips right there. 01902. 01902. That would be my take profit line. Okay. And then we'll keep the stop loss here, which is 1.01100. Okay. So buy limit 1.01600. Take profit 1.01902. And we're going to put in a stop loss at 1.01100. Right? Everybody got it? All right, let's go back to our phone. Let's put the trade in. All right, we're going to go back over here to quotes. Okay, so everybody go to your quotes tab. And now we got to find our pair. Our pair is what? What is this pair? USD CHF. So here we go right here, USD CHF. Okay, I'm going to tap on USD CHF. I'm going to click on trade. At the top, I do not want market execution. I want a buy limit. Okay, I'm going to leave that 0.01 right there. My price is my buy limit number. That is 1.01600. 1.01600. And double check your numbers. It's your money. Stop playing around. It's real money. 1.01600. Okay, great. Stop loss is 1.01100. 1.01100. Take profit is 1.01902. Okay, Now, if I look at this, double check. Entry point, 01600, 01600. Yes. Stop loss, 01100, 01100. Got it. Take profit, 01902, 01902. Hit place. Done. Guys, that took us 5 seconds. We're done. Like, done. Go on, do what you're going to do for your day. How many guys can do that? Can you do that? Should you not be trading because of something weird that's going on? Like, there should be nothing weird going on. You can do this. You can do this in the better you get at this, you could handle this in like 1.5 seconds. I'm not saying you go that fast because you want to double check, but I'm just saying, like, this ain't rocket science, guys. We're making it easy. The tool is right there. Now you know how to use the tool. Go in there, find you a trade. It has a thin white line. Mark up your entry point, your take profit, and your stop loss. Make sure your take profit 30 pips. Put the trade in the phone. If that was a buy limit, but the price was underneath the buy limit line, we would need to put a level. We need to do an alert. Go to call levels. Call levels, put in the price at the buy limit line so that we know when price gets above that line. When price gets above that line, then you go in, put your order in, place the order, and keep it moving. Y'all, come on. Everybody can make six figures. Like, I can't guarantee that you will, but I just don't see why you can't. You understand what I'm saying? I don't see why you can't. There's no technical analysis hardly with this. There's no overthinking it. For those of you that know how to do fibs, knock yourself out. For those of you that know how to do, and you can see head and shoulder patterns and inverted head and shoulder patterns and support resistance levels, and you want to double check your stuff, go ahead. Nothing is stopping you from using the education that you've gathered up to this point to confirm what you're doing. There's nothing stopping you from that. But those of you that are new, you don't have to do all of that. You could just do this. You could just do this. And now you have a true earn while you learn. You guys see that? You could put these trades in. You could be earning, and then you could be learning. So I still want you on IML TV sessions. You guys understand? I still want you studying at IML Academy. This is not replacing anything. This is to help you get out of the mode of college. College teaches you, or high school teaches you, go to school for 4 years before you earn a dime. Do you understand? That's the way your brain is wired. I got to study everything before I can take action. That's subconsciously in you. And then you get to this and you're trying to take in all of the trading information before you place a trade, and you're totally confused. This is not that. You are an entrepreneur. You have to change the way that you think. I say, you got to change your mind. Your mind is not going to let you consume all of this wealth of information and then execute. You have to take a bite, chew, swallow. They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Right? You guys eat your food. You don't take the whole chicken leg and just put it in your mouth and pull the bone out and all the meat just in your mouth. And even for those that don't eat meat, right? You don't take a whole thing of quinoa, right, and just turn the bowl up like this and just pour it down your throat. Like, nobody's doing that. You take a spoon, right, and you spoon feed yourself. Because I want you guys to logically understand how you act in one side of your life, but then how you're changing it over here. Because you're greedy. That's the bottom line. You're changing it. You will not stuff your body because you know you'll choke, right? And you already know that. So you avoid choking by eating your food, chewing it, and when it's down, get another bite. This choking would be the equivalent of blowing your account, right? You leverage too much, you put too much food in your mouth, you choke, i.e. blow your account if it goes the other way. But the problem is, if you blow your account, you give up. Ironically, if you choke a little bit in real life, you don't stop living. You don't say, to hell with this living thing. I can't do this eating thing. This eat thing is just too much. No, what do? You adjust. You say, next time, I'm not going to put that much food in my mouth. You don't give up living. So same thing here. You can't give up learning how to trade because you put too much food in your mouth. Just don't put too much food in your mouth next time. Learn your lesson, in other words. Okay? If you follow this pattern, though, 30 pips a day, get you a levels trade, set your parameters the way we set it, and don't over leverage your account. I'm going to repeat, do not over leverage your account, because I promise you, this is what happens. And those of you that's been trading for a while, you know what I'm talking about. It happens to everybody as if the market is waiting on you. You're trading 10 cents, you win in every trade. You're going to up that thing to 20 cents, you're going to win every trade. So then what you decide psychologically is, well, I'm going to skip 30 cents and 40 and 50 and 60. I'm going to go to $1. As soon as you do that dollar trade, the market go negative on your butt and you lose $20, right? After it took you a week or two to get $20 because you were trading using 10 cents. You guys understand what I'm saying? It took you a while to get that $20 and then you lose it in a heartbeat. Why? Greed. Greed caused you to lose that $20. When it took you 2 weeks to make it, you lost it in one trade. You have to learn how to just remain consistent. Don't be emotionally attached. That's going to take time. I can't tell you to just cut it off because it takes time. It takes time. But ultimately, what I wanted to show you guys here today was A, how simple it is to place a trade using your phone, and B, how simple it is to find the trades to begin with on levels. Now, does everybody finally believe what I'm saying when I say levels is the ish? Does everybody believe me now? Now, of course, you got to place your trades and get your results. But in terms of getting into trades and finding trades, does everybody confirm that levels will give you a trade any time of the day and you can place a trade and go on with your life? If you can see that with your own eyes, give me a hands up, a thumbs up, type yes in the chat, something. Okay? All of my new people, I don't want to hear no excuses. There are none. There are no excuses. There's only abundance. There are no excuses. There's only winning and success. There are learning lessons, but there's only success. There's only light. There's no dark. There's only light. Dark is simply the absence of light. You guys understand that? You cut on the switch, it's light. If you turn the switch off, there's no such thing as dark. Dark is just the way that we describe when there's no light. Okay, so there's only success. Failure is what we try to describe when we don't have the success that we want, but there's only success. Okay, guys? Any questions, any comments, any feedback before we go ahead and close it out? I want to hear from you. The people want to hear from you. Let me know, was this good? Do you understand it? I want to hear some voices and some feedback. Guys, please unmute and let me know your thoughts and your comments.
Yes, ma'am. It was. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, yes, ma'am. It was good because I was having trouble for a long time on how to do the take profit and stop loss, and you explained it so much easier for me, and now I feel like I can add some money to my account and start trading, and also purchase the Levels Up app. So I don't know why it just took me a long time to understand that, but you just explained everything I needed to know like within 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm so glad I got onto this meet this morning. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I just wanted to say also, I have been trading in my demo. I've been winning and losing, but I finally, I see the light, and this even made it easier just to be able to, if I wanted to go, which I do want to start actually live trading. So this really makes it easier to do that, and it makes it easier to see, what I need to do.
There you
So,
go,
yeah,
Judy.
thank you so much for this.
You are so welcome. And for those of you that just have to go live, okay, listen, please use proper risk management. Okay, even with the simplicity of this, the market is still the market. Okay, there's a lot of things we did not talk about. Like there is something called news. Okay, you guys understand that, right? So you still want to make sure that you check out your news apps. And before we jump off here, I'll show you that because I want you to have that, okay? Because you got to get into a habit of checking the news. It's like in the morning, sometimes you might look at the weather, right, to see what the weather is outside before you go, or you might listen to the traffic or something like this. That whatever the habit is that you're in before you take your journey to work and life and all of that, you got to have that same type of regimen with trading, okay? And one of those things would be checking the news, okay? So that's awesome, Judy. Good job. Who else would like to open up and share? Go for it. Oh, you were unmuted. Hold on, let me unmute you. Uh-oh. You were unmuted. There you go. Yep.
Man, hey, I just started using this Levels app. I just added it to my to my thing and everything, and I swear I'm not quick to give up on stuff, but just because of what I wasn't hearing right now, I was like, yo, I just didn't understand in between with, I'm thinking, you know what, I want to go in and try to get more than 30 pips, and the next thing you know, it curved around and I'm back in negative because I'm trying to be greedy. And if you can see my notepad right now with all of what you were saying, I feel like this right here is going to really help me out a whole lot better because I just, sent over some money to my live account and I'm waiting for it to get there. But until then, I'm going to practice what you just said just now until I start using my live money and just start using this right now. I swear, man, I really believe in everything you just said. I really do.
Yay! And you right here in Atlanta with me as well, okay? So when you keep coming back to the stuff, right? Keep coming to the events, you'll keep hearing it, right? Because this is what I'm focused on with, especially with helping people right now, because you got to be consistent with the message, right? Consistent with the message. So yeah, brother, you got it. I'm so proud of you. Good, good, good. Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, guys, who else?
How you doing today, Tracey?
I'm doing well.
Well, I was driving, unfortunately, so I still was able to understand pretty much what you were saying. So I had to look back over the video to learn how to set my parameters, but it was a great teaching. I actually enjoyed it. And you made me understand within those minutes what I've been confused about for years. So you simplified it for me. You said take one or two pairs at a time and study those. When I was trying to learn multiple pairs along with multiple strategies, which confused me. And that's why I didn't give up, but I got confused. I had to take several breaks to get my thoughts together. So I appreciate that.
All right. Ronald said I was confused for several years. We got to stop this mess, okay? We have got to stop it. So good. We are curving this, y'all. You guys see how just this little bit of stuff, it's butterfly effect. We fix this, it will change everything else, okay? So as you learn this, I charge you to, if you have other team members or whatever, you got to start sharing this with them so that they don't get caught up in the web and the mix, right, of the drama, and you can help them move forward. So congratulations to you, Ronald. Who else, guys?
Hey, Tracey.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Brother Isaac.
Yes, Tracey. I came in on the tail end of the conversation, and I want to get a little bit more information about the levels. Is this an app? You said there's an app that we can actually download on our phone or tablet, laptop in order to give us some more information. I guess that's what you were actually implementing in trades with the levels app. So I don't know about it. I just want
iMarkets Live?
Pardon me?
Are you currently a member of iMarkets Live?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
I purchased some. I've done a couple of similar. I've done a couple of things in which you were offering online. Okay. So I followed you and I did some of those classes. That MBA you had, how to get your MBA, and I saw the email today. So I just said, let me just jump on here right quick.
Okay. Then let's do this. I'll chat with you off the record. Okay, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay. Cool. But essentially, to answer your question, this is a tool that is within iMarkets Live that Coach Owen Wright put together. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. We'll talk.
Thank you.
You got it, brother. Who else, guys? All right. That's it. That's everybody else. Nobody got no value from this today. Those are the only few people that got something new today. Cleared some clouds up today. Are y'all listening? Y'all sleep? Y'all got the Zoom on? Y'all sleep?
Hey, Doc, can you hear me?
I hear you, Dion.
Can you hear me, Dr. Walker?
I hear you, brother.
I'm out and about in the street. But I've been on from the beginning. I just appreciate you. First of all, I want to thank you for taking time out your schedule to even put this thing together for me and for everybody else. So kudos, hats off to you. The simplicity that you just broke down with the levels helped me tremendously. I've been looking at the levels trade. I've taken a handful of them, but I've been doing it kind of blindly. And to like the way you broke down the thin white line and the thick white line and the three lines from where that parallel from the line going up and down tells you what a take profit is. And understand that until you just broke that down for me right now. So I'm eternally grateful that I even chimed in. I've been kind of busy, but when I saw it, I'm like, okay, bro, you got to make time for the doc. I had to, I didn't stop what I'm doing, but it's on hold so I can get this information. And I hope that everybody takes what you talk to heart. I know I am, as far as the level trades, because 30 pips a day, man, it keeps the bill collector away. And that's how I'm looking at it. And because I was getting taken out with the stop loss at 50 pips, and I didn't understand why. I understand the levels, but I'm not really, why do I keep hitting stop loss? It's supposed to be working so well, but you truly gave me that clarity on, like, hey, just put your take profit at 30. Don't worry about the 50, do the 30. So with that, I'm taking that I take it's a 30 level take profit, and let's ride all the way to the bank, 6 figures and beyond. Thank you, Dr. Tracey. I appreciate you.
Oh, you got it, Dion. I'm so excited. I appreciate you. And, I just want to see everybody win because I know what this can do for everybody. I know.
And one more thing, Doc. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Risk management, capital management is so important. And I can tell you guys firsthand how important it is. You hear about, I took a stop, I took a loss, I lost $20. I took a loss, I lost $70. How about a loss where you got 2 numbers before a comma because you weren't watching it? You try to quote unquote set it and forget it, and you putting in Lambo size lot sizes because your head got bigger than your account. Because you thought you did something special and made a nice little amount of change, and you think you're going to do it again. You have to exercise risk management because the market will humble you like pie. So please take heed to risk management. It's very, very important. You don't want to give that money back that the market gave you, and then you try to justify it by saying it's house money. Well, it was just house money. I already won it in the market. That's BS. That was your money, and it will affect you. Exercise risk management. Go with the 001. You'll want yourself to 6 figures and beyond. Don't make the mistake. So that's just my hard lesson to everybody. Please exercise proper risk management.
Hey, Trace, you got a couple of messages in the chat.
Okay. Thank you, Dion, as well. So let's see. We've got Angelique says, I'm new and came on from your email. I'm not familiar with IML. Okay, well, we'll work with you, Angelique. Ramon, can you write the name down for me? Okay, Angelique Jackson. Alexis, thank you for your valuable information and making this such a simple way to begin the trading journey. You got it, Alexis. You can win, okay? Jamal, this is Jamal. I got great value. I cannot get onto the chat. You helped me understand the Levels app better. Thank you as usual for all you do. Can't wait for another Sips and Pips. Absolutely, we're coming soon. We have to get a new location. That's all we're doing. Carlene, I'm at work and listening, but all the right information was great. I haven't gotten the levels yet, but we'll definitely tonight hop on it. I see it's a valuable tool. Thank you, Ms. Walker. Carlene, you are welcome, darling. And then Angelique says, again, the information provided was definitely valuable. Everything you were saying was right on point, so thank you. You guys got it, okay? I think everybody gets the point, right? And those of you that are watching this in the video form or outside of this Zoom, you get what we're saying, okay? So I will not overload you with anything. There's nothing to overload you with. If you have levels, you can go on levels right now, okay? And look, right now we're still kind of playing around with New York session, right? But once we get past 5 o'clock, you're gonna be in the Asian Sydney session, okay? Start looking for pairs inside of there and look for your thin white lines, right? And even if you don't see any thin white lines, what I really challenge everyone to do is find the ones that have the thick white lines and measure the take profits. See where the take profit was. You'll see 25, 30 pips easily, right? Start back testing for yourself and see it. And then when a trade pops up that you want to take with a thin white line, then you're good to go. And you've confirmed in your own mind that it's the right move to make. Yes, sir.
I think, and I know for a fact, I am the blame of this, and I am going to admit this, but even though I've just been in this thing since February 22nd, and I think the one thing that I am going to say I'm guilty for is trying to learn so many scanners at one time, and I'm cramming in so much information in, and only because I'm being told about these scanners, and like you said, not saying that they don't work, because whatever works for someone, hey, let them do them. But for me, I'm being told about these scanners, but not having to explain how I need it to be. So I'm trying to figure kind of things out, kind of on my own deeply, and that's just. I know I'm a quick learner, but when there's so much crammed in at one, it's an overload. But since I got the full explanation of this scanner and of how to really make it make sense for me, I'm just going to just stick for this, right? Like, honestly, for right now, I have to. And just put those other scanners to the side and just, focus on this until I get this right here, right now, because I don't want to lose, on my behalf when I could have gotten it, right the first time, So, and honestly, I already know you're going to say, focus on what I told you. Because why you cramming in all this for, and you're not listening to what I told you. So, hey, thank you. Once again, thank you. Seriously.
You're welcome. You've been to my classes, right? My Sips and Pips. But listen, if you're coming to me, I'm going to tell you, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you anything deliberately to have you hurt yourself, right? I'm telling you what I know to help you avoid the challenges, something you just got to learn on your own. Like, we've been talking about risk management from day one, but Brother Dion had to go on out there. He had to make all that money. Then he had to lose a couple 5 figures, and then he good now. You understand what I'm saying? So now he's the risk management advocate, okay? Which can help somebody else, we hope, not have to take that path, But hey, if you just listen, this is what I'm going to suggest everybody do, period, point blank. For this month, because you're looking at this as May the 2nd, right? The next 30 days, this all I want you to do. Like, focus for 30 days, okay? If you decide you want to do something else after 30 days, go do that. But in life, you have to give your mind and your subconscious a chance to catch on. right? It's got to catch on to what you're doing. So subconsciously you're saying, oh, I want to make X amount of dollars, and oh, this makes sense to me today. You're excited about it, right? And then 2 days later, or 3 days later, on May the 5th, so you're going to be on a webinar, and somebody going to be explaining how simple product B is or product C is. And what I'm saying to you is, you have to be able to say, I accept that that looks simple too. However, I am going to listen to myself, right? In other words, you guys, I do affirmations, right? As one of them say, I will lead and not follow. I will lead and not follow. And it's not necessarily that you will lead other people. You got to learn to lead yourself. I said I was going to focus on levels for 30 days. I'm going to lead by following my own command. And then I'm not going to follow what somebody else is saying during the period of time I'm following myself. Because I understand what I'm saying. That has to make crystal clear sense. You give yourself a command. I'm going to focus on this 30 days. Then everything else can come out, and that's good. You got to accept you're not going to make all the money in the world. Okay? It's not for you to make all the money in the world. Your goal is to find your lane, stay in your lane, and change your life in your lane. Not worry about somebody else's lane. That's why horses have blinders on in races. Because they want the horse to focus on what the horse has been trained to do, not looking at what another horse is doing. Okay? So I'm going to challenge this group and everybody watching this, that for the next 30 days, you do this. You do this. Okay? If you get all off track, you got to learn how to bring yourself back. You got to bring yourself back. Now, to help with that, Coach Orrin Wright does IML TV Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Levels stuff. Okay? And he has the Levels Telegram app. I want you guys to make sure you're in that and you're watching the IML TV sessions. You want to stay connected. You've got the man that created the software giving trainings 3 times a week at 9 p.m. Eastern. Why would you not be on the trainings? What reason would you have to not be on for an hour when in many cases, he'll call out trades on those trainings. He'll go over deeper explanations. For my brother who was asking me earlier about different fibs and stuff like that, you will see Coach Wright will put fibs on stuff. He'll show you confirmations. He'll show you head and shoulder patterns. He'll show you why the software is so powerful, but you don't have to do all of that because he's built it into the programming. You just have to benefit and know how to place your trades and assess some basic things. But you get on those sessions, you're going to start to enhance your knowledge, not just about levels, but about trading in general. Levels is just showing you something that the market is doing. But once you learn how the market is moving, you can do whatever. Okay? So get on those IML TV sessions, for those of you that are in iMarkets Live, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right? And if you're in the Telegram group, sometimes he'll post notes in there or feedback in there. Like, you got to be connected. You got to be connected to the energy of success in order for it to spill over on you. All right? And that's how I want it to be for you guys. All right? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out. Everybody said, okay, Will says levels is where it's at. Gary says, right. So these are, I need the focus. Gary says focus is the key. And Will says, you got to stay focused. All right. So that we're going to close out with that. Everybody stay focused. What does focus mean? Follow one course until successful. That's the acronym for focus. Follow one course until successful. Focus. Follow one course until successful. And I will see all of you guys at the bank. Bye.